Hi guys, this cockpit is made almost entirely from 3D decals. The more kits I build, the more I feel that engineering has taken priority over fun. As impressive as they may be in the box, I often find new kits simply exhausting. These days a cockpit can include more parts than the entire model used to, while the instruction sheet looks like a quantum physics textbook. That's why I like to go back to classic kits from 20 or 30 years ago, such as Finemolds models. Of course, you won't find single rivet here, but with just a few parts to deal with, the kit comes together quickly. And the subtle surface detail is still impressive today, especially that these kits were designed without all the modern digital technology at disposal. Pure modeling pleasure, with one exception: Cockpit. Cockpit is the area that has aged the most, and unfortunately it's also something I find rather difficult to ignore. Of course, the market is full of upgrades and there is also plenty you can scratch build, but hey, what really caught my attention this time were these 3D decals from Kelik. Why? Because they allow you to replace almost the entire cockpit with decals. Products from Kelik or Quinta Studio are essentially raised details printed using some polymer resins and colorings. They arrive painted and are basically ready to use on the model. As for the quality, in 70-second scale I would say it's just fine. However, you have to remember that printing will never look exactly like paint. Okay, back to the business. Working with 3D decals is very straightforward. First, we need to remove the unwanted plastic using a rotary tool. Then, the individual element is cut from the backing card and soaked in water just like a normal decal. 3D decals usually have a very little adhesive, or sometimes not at all, so it's best to secure them with glue. I choose a 2-part epoxy as it gives me several minutes to position each part properly before it starts curing. One important thing when working with 3D decals is matching the color to the paint used on the surrounding cockpit parts. The Kelik details are extremely dark, so I painted the entire cockpit in RLM 66 over a black base, adding only a little highlights here and there. And by the way, don't worry about all those scratches left by the rotary tool. They will be completely invisible under the kit pads. I handle the parts using tweezers and silicone brushes. Some details are built from separate layers. These are stacked using a silicone pickup tool, which made the job much easier. From what I experienced, airbrushed varnish and some subtle weathering did not hurt the decals at all. Kelik also provides seatbelts, but to me they did not look too convincing. Instead, I used photo-etched belts from Eduard, which can be shaped much more naturally on the seat. And that's basically it. It was a very simple and quick upgrade, and I think the result looks okay, especially when viewed with the naked eye. On lighter colors in particular, the printing pattern can be visible, but it also depends on the producer. Maybe not perfect, but more than enough compared to the kit parts. So what do you think? Let me know in the comments. Cheers!